So if you ever wanted to see the world's greatest team, I have assembled it right here. I just want you guys to be able to see what it looks like. Hey, Chris.
Wave, guys.
Wave. The world's greatest team, wave. Right, yes? So what do you guys think? This is the world's greatest team, right? Yeah? So we're going to start with Christina right here. So Christina's my CEO, and she is amazing. She lets me vent all the time when I need to have some frustrations let out. But she also takes responsibility and takes action on things that she needs to take action on. Right? Christina's awesome. Christy, right back there, she's always dependable. I never have to worry about Christina. Every time we need payroll to go out, it gets out, right, guys? Right. Yeah. For some reason, everybody always claps when payroll's out. I don't know. Cheryl here is my property manager, and she's nurturing, and that's the one word I would think about. She's dependable. She's reliable. She's always looking to involve the whole community. She's steady. She involves everybody in everything that she does. She's wise, and it's not just because she's old. But she's awesome. I love working with Cheryl. Josh Culler.
Now Sherelle's going to come out.
She does have split personalities.
Josh Culler is passionate about what he does. He's always learning. He has vision. Look, flipping Gary. You know, what's your vision? He's passionate about that. Shameless plug for good success. He's always learning, but he doesn't just want to learn. He wants to teach other people when he learns, and I love that about him. He does a great job with our podcast and putting our content together. Jared, he is our sales manager for Good Success and for, everybody should clap when he says Jared, yes. He's funny, or at least he thinks he is. He's fun. True. He's very passionate about learning, teaching. Jared loves to service his customers. And explain to them what they're buying and what they're going to get. He loves to make fun of finance. He's persistent. He's earnest. Jared is always one of those people that are trying to encourage people, and he's one of the people that encourage me to do what I've done here. So I really appreciate Jared for that. He's a team player, and he sells our houses and works for Good Success. We're going to go over here, way over here, to Kevin. Kevin is the Yoda Master marketing guru. He runs marketing for all the companies. He's consistent and always does. He's always doing work. You know, I sometimes there's a lot of distractions, and I see Kevin just being diligent in what he's doing. Doesn't get sidetracked with office drama, other than when he's part of the office drama. He tries to prioritize and tries to get the most important things done. I appreciate that about him. And he's kind of blazing the trail for us. So in some ways, we kind of have to kind of follow his lead on what he's doing for marketing. And I appreciate him being willing to blaze the trail for that. And he always looks at the big picture. And I really appreciate that about Kevin. Josh Moberly is back there. And Josh likes food. We have named Josh our CFO, and that has nothing to do with finance. This is the Chief Food Officer. Josh is always connecting, and he's always trying to help us. He's always trying to help other people in their other departments, and he's always looking to be able to be a help. He's also very versatile. So he's worked in construction, he's worked as managing construction, and he's also helping us in Good Success and with the AV and all that for them. I definitely appreciate people that can be versatile. He's always looking to help others with their jobs. Like I said, he loves food. He's genuine, very loyal, and he's a good team player. Rusty. You might have to raise your hands, guys, at some point. Rusty, I believe, really believes in this company. He's willing to take corrective action, and Rusty's one of the type of people that you have to have around because they're willing to make the hard conversations right away. Sometimes somebody like me wants to hesitate before you have those hard conversations, but I need people that are willing to just have the hard conversations as soon as he sees an issue. And I
I respect Rusty for that, and I think he's really good and for our company because of that. He's a problem solver. He's a wonderful friend. He helps bring me personally a sense of calm, even though everybody else he may be distracting or maybe like not giving a sense of calm. For me, he helps me with a sense of calm, and I really appreciate Rusty for that. Let's give him a hand. All right, Patty. Patty is our purchasing agent. She's very organized, which some of us aren't very organized, but Jared was raising his hand. She is very organized. I appreciate Patty for this. She's driven, she's diligent, she's always looking for ways to make the company money or to save more money. She's never satisfied with the status quo. I love seeing Patty get upset about the exact same things that I would get upset about. And I know sometimes you're like, you don't ever want to get upset. Yes, there's some reasons, there's some times where you need to be upset, and I appreciate her being upset about that. And she wants to do her job. If she sees somebody else doing her job, she's not happy about that. She wants to do her job, and I really appreciate her for being that. Jean is back there. Jean is amazing. She is also very wise.
Oh, wow.
No, but Jean, I really appreciate her for always being an encouragement. If you ever see her in the office, she's always encouraging people. She always has a smile on her face. She believes in me. She believes in this company. She believes in every single one of you. And she thinks that everybody holds value. And I really appreciate Jean for that. She helps us with utilities, and she does a great job for that. Heather's not here right now, but Heather always has a good spirit, and she helps us with our funding coordination. She does a great job with that. I won't go on too much. Debbie's over here. So she's in acquisitions now with our acquisitions and acquiring houses. Debbie's always willing to learn. Debbie is, she brings a lot of experience to the table, and she's trying to help people with her experience. She thinks about the whole company. She doesn't just think about like her department and what she's doing. She's always thinking about the whole company. Yes, Becky? She thinks about everybody in her department and everybody that's going on. And one thing I've noticed about her already, she only works for a couple of weeks, she has a thankful spirit. Like she really appreciates being here, she appreciates the people around here, and she lets them know about that. So I really appreciate her for that. All right, Emily, Emily, Emily hasn't been here for very long, but I got to know her when I just did a video with her, and I just really appreciate her spirit. I really appreciate the fact that she wants to learn, that she's trying to incorporate all her skills and use them in a way that's going to help the company. And I appreciate her encouraging, and I appreciate her just being willing to jump in and do whatever is asked of her. Gabby.
And we're done.
Let's give Gabby a hand. Yes. Okay, Gabby is mine and Christina's assistant. And just yesterday, she was cracking the whip and making sure I got my to-dos done. And I appreciate that because I need to get my to-dos done. She's like, we're going to sit down and we're going to do these to-dos right now. And we got them done, and it was awesome. She's diligent. She's hardworking. She's available. And I really appreciate Gabby.
She's not available.
She's not what?
She's not available.
She's not, okay, she's not available in that aspect. She's dating Josh, so they're engaged, and not like that. I mean available as in when you need her. She's available. Manny! Where's Manny? Where's Manny? Manny's back there. Manny is in many ways like Kevin, where he's kind of blazing a trail of something that we've never done in our company. He's in FSBO and trying to really help work with how to market and how to get houses under contract. And I appreciate Manny because I never have to worry about whatever we've given him, I never have to worry if it's going to get taken care of or not. Like a closing is going to happen, and if somebody needs to be followed up with, he's going to follow up with. He doesn't like ask for all the accolades. He doesn't create any drama. And I really appreciate Manny for his calmness and for his hard work and for just being diligent and doing what he's asked of him. So I appreciate him for that. Randy is kind of the same way, but if you send Randy to a job, it's going to get done. Like if you send Randy to go do something, like it's going to get done. You never have to worry about it. Randy also is a personal encouragement to me. You don't know how many times he's come up to me and like, man, that was a really good meeting. Just last week with the Community Go-Giver event, man, this was I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of that. Thank you for hiring me. And he's just been a really good encouragement to me. But he's just steady and just is always like there when you need him. You never have to worry if he's going to show up on time, show up and do his job. Really appreciate Randy. Clyde. Clyde is also very wise.
The wisest.
I think he's a wise guy is what you would call him, right? But Clyde is also like a very big encouragement to me. But Clyde helps us with utilities, and he's also good with learning people and learning how to talk to people and learning how to let everybody feel special. So it's not just us, it's not just the people in our company, but it's also like talking to people from NIPSCO and talking to cities and creating those connections and those contacts. He's been a really big help to us in that aspect, and we really appreciate him for that. All right, so Liz back there is somebody that I think is very loyal. I think that she appreciates her job. I think that she does her job well. She helps us with getting tenants and properties, and as you can see, like our average days on market are very low, so she's working hard to make that happen. I think she believes in the company, she believes in the vision, and I really appreciate Liz for all that. Let's give her a hand. We need some more clapping here. Kyle. So Kyle he's kind of comes from us from some other companies, and I think Kyle is a hard worker. I think he's really trying to do his best on what he can do. He's always here. You don't have to worry about him. And he's doing a lot of stuff in construction with us, and I really appreciate Kyle for what he's doing, and let's give him a hand. Pepe's not here, but Pepe's just started with us, and I've already heard a lot of good things. A lot of stuff that you see in the outside of the office has been done by him. He knows a lot of different things. And Becky wants some attention over here, so let's give her some attention. Everybody clap for Becky. Yeah. No, but Pepe is really awesome. I hope he hears this and will. And I appreciate you, Pepe. All right, Colt. Colt is right here, and he came to us on accident. I'm not quite sure how we got hired, but somehow.
You're an accident.
No, sometimes God puts people in your life for a reason, and I think that's the case with Colt. I've talked to him, I've worked with him. I appreciate his hard work. I appreciate him putting up with his friend, what's his name again? Brian, yes? And Colt and Brian are friends. That probably tells you all that needs to be told there. But thank you, Colt, for your hard work, and thank you for working in construction. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing what you're told. Appreciate that. Cheryl? Oh, wait, Cheryl already got mentioned. Brian. Brian is one of the younger kids that's working for us this year. He's just this is his first year. I'm really appreciative of having kids that want to work together and have a good business together and want to learn to work at a young age. So I really appreciate him for that. I have some more things over here. All right. Oh, here we go. Keith.
Sounds like a bad thing.
Everybody look at Keith. Everybody look at Keith. Keith is, every time I get here early, Keith is here early. I appreciate it. You know, like, I actually have a thing going on right now, we're hiring application process in Facebook, and I have questions that I say, what's the most important thing for an employee? And one of the answers to that is be humble and be teachable. And one of the answers is be on time. I don't think be on time is the most important thing, but I think it's every one of my answers are important, but they're not necessarily the most important, I think, sometimes. But being humble and being teachable, I think, are one of the most important things. And I think that Keith is that, but he's also early, and he also gets here on time. He's also always available. Like, if I need something from Keith, like, he is available at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And there's been so many times that I've been able to rely on him to be able to get that stuff done. I really appreciate that. meeting with me and Becky and doing things like after hours maybe even, and just meeting on my time and meeting when I have availability is something I really appreciate from Keith. He's a PC and does a great job doing that. Brad in the back. Brad is always focused on community, and he's really always focused on like making sure everybody's involved in his project. Brad has a lot. He brings a lot of skill to our company and knowing how to do a lot of different things. He tries to make sure that the atmosphere on his job is always good, and I think he believes in what we're doing here. I really appreciate him for that. Rich, which is right next to Brad. Rich has come to us, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, and really kind of jumped in and tried to start being a little bit of a leader on some of the crews and trying to learn things that he maybe didn't know. And I appreciate Rich for everything he's done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Skylar, I really hope that Skylar is going to be with us for a while. I have hopes for him, and I think that he's a hard worker. He knows how to jump in and do things, and he's always like just there when we need him. So I appreciate him for that a lot. Rick.
Yes?
Rick he's just Rick, right? Everybody? So, no, Rick is a good guy. I've been working with him for a long time. He's loyal. He shows up on time or early. He likes to have fun at the job and it's okay when other people are having fun around him, even if it's at his expense, I think sometimes. So Rick loves our t-shirts too, just so you guys know. So if you guys need to find somewhere to advertise your company, he's the one to give t-shirts to. Yeah, so Rick is awesome. I appreciate all the hard work he paints for us, and I appreciate Rick. Vinny's one of our newer employees, and he's here. He's working hard, and I've had lots of conversations with. Look, he's fixing his hair.
Do it again, Vinny.
Fixing his hair. I've had his supervisors tell me, like he's a hard worker. He's there, and he gets a lot done. He's a strong kid, and sometimes like you need some strength on the construction side. And he's a good kid, and I appreciate him standing his ground and sticking to it. So thank you, Vinny. Yeah. Lauren, aka Wendy. I don't know why I call her Wendy, but
She doesn't know why either.
No idea.
I don't know. But she's always diligent. Whenever I go back to the office, either she's working or it looks like she's working. So, Christy said lots of good things about her. I appreciate her for all that, and I appreciate her for sticking with us and believing in our company so much that she even brought her fiance to come work for us. And to me, that says a lot, I think, in my opinion. So I appreciate your belief in us, and I appreciate you and your hard work and being detail oriented and being what Christy needs, because that's a big job sometimes. Yes. And she also helps get paychecks out on time, I think. Everybody wants to take a bow. Josh is the Quaker. Oh, that's just on his shirt. So he needs a new shirt, Josh. Other Josh. Josh he shows up on time. Most of the time. The one time I went out to the job, he wasn't on time. And I was actually kind of upset at him. And then I actually found out that it was Christie's fault, because she had to come into the office to give her some paperwork. But he actually was doing that, and I appreciate him being detailed enough to be able to get his paperwork in and make that happen. So I appreciate your hard work, Josh, and for showing up and doing what is expected of you, and making your bosses happy and all that.
Nice job.
Grady! Grady loves to be on camera.
Not in this state.
He loves being on camera. But Grady is really good at what he does. He's a really good carpenter, and he knows things that I don't even know with carpentry, but he does a really good job, and I've seen some of the work that he's done.
and he's very skilled at what he does. I appreciate your hard work. I appreciate your effort and to try to make things happen. So thank you so much. Guillermo. I don't think we got Guillermo yet. Guillermo, I worked with him for 2 or 3 Saturdays in a row myself personally, and he is a hard worker. Like, if there's one person that's one of the younger guys that have come on that I can say 100% is a hard worker, you don't ever have to worry about if he's going to work hard, it is Guillermo. And Guillermo has already kind of been elevated in his own outright from at least the outlook of his leaders because of that work ethic and of that like willingness to, you know, do what he's told, never asks any questions. I mean, really, like the second or third day I worked with him, I even told his mom, like, you've done a really good job raising this boy, and I really appreciate Guillermo. I hope he's going to be with us for a long time. Guillermo is, I think, a future leader and could really do a lot of good things for us. So I appreciate you, Guillermo. Terry. So Terry is he's always here in the morning and on time, and is really just trying to do the best he possibly can. Hasn't really worked in construction, so doesn't really like have a ton of experience in construction, but is always like just trying to work hard, and I appreciate that work ethic, and I appreciate you working hard and getting in there, getting dirty and cleaning or doing whatever it is that we ask you to do. Always just appreciate everything that Enverby does for me. So thank you so much, Terry, for that. And Joe, I think, is our newest employee. Am I correct with this? I should hope so. Hate to that, but Joe is actually going to be marrying Wendy over there, or Lauren, one of the two. But Joe has just come on, so I don't really know a ton about Joe. All I can tell you is like from what I've seen, and he's here, he's steady, and he does whatever he's told and whatever he's asked of him. He just tries to get it done, and I appreciate people in my business that work like that. Is there anybody I forgot? I should hope not. I don't think so. But just so you guys know, that's the world's greatest team, if anybody was wondering. So look. I forgot about Becky. Becky got enough attention as it was, don't you guys think?
Yes,
So
I said hi.
Becky is our designer, and she's amazing, and I don't think I need to say any more, but she's just, she gets to put up with me, and that enough is a job in itself. So I'll just end this whole thing with the camera right on Becky, because she loves all the attention. Yes, I'll make sure you get the bunny ears from Josh. So Becky does a good job with that, and she really does try to help anything in the business, anything in the company. She's always trying to help. So thank you guys. Give you guys a hand.